so many familiar faces here and lots of former students in the audience, so I'm glad to have you here this evening. As you were aware, it's been a long and challenging winter. And due to our snow closures on February 23rd and 24th, here I go again, asking the board to update the school calendar. Hopefully this is the last time, but I have to tell you, if there is snow again, we will maybe be doing this again. What I do want to bring attention to is that now the last day of school and our graduation for our 8th graders and 12th graders will be on Tuesday, June 23rd. It will be Tuesday, June 23rd at the high school, so please mark your calendars respectfully. The other thing is I would like to recognize, you'll see on the agenda, we have some wonderful teachers that are going to be retiring. Miss Barbara Altamarianos, our MTSD teacher, has been with us for 41 years. Let's give her a nice round of applause. And Miss Ellen Grahowski, who now currently teaches at our middle school, has been with us for 25 years. Let's give her a nice round of applause. For me, it's bittersweet because I've worked with these women for many, many years. They are exceptional teachers. Mrs. Grahowski actually started at the elementary and then came up to the middle school. What I find, they are such a blessing because they have such institutional knowledge about our students, our families, and our community. But we wish them all the best, so congratulations to both of those wonderfully talented teachers. I also would like to encourage you to come out this weekend to our drama production of Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia will be performed on Friday night at our high school, and I believe also there are 2 showings on Saturday, one at 2 o'clock and one at 7. Our students are just so truly talented. This is going to be a wonderful production, and so if you haven't purchased your tickets yet, you should go on our website, and you should certainly do so. Thank you so much, and I'm going to hand it back to Ms. Swingler.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Joseph. Our military ambassador is not here, so next we have our report from our student representative, Jordan.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sharon Philippe, and I'm the treasurer of the Executive Student Government at Manchester Township High School. I'm here today to provide you and the board with important information regarding the important events that happened at the high school since the last meeting that we've had. The executive board successfully had the Lucky Duck fundraiser where we sold rubber ducks for $1 and $2. The senior 109th dinner was a success and also a lot of fun. The seniors loved all the food, donated raffle prizes, and the hypnosis. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the night and made it special. The juniors had a successful fundraiser at BJ's Brew House. They are preparing for their prom, which is happening in early May, I believe. And then we have also our Spring Spirit Week. We had Monday, Soccer Mom versus Barbecue Dad for the themes. Tuesday, Green for St. Patrick's Day. Wednesday was the Character Day. Thursday, Crazy Hair Day. Friday, Class Colors. We ended the week with our spring pep rally. We played musical chairs, tug of war, and we also slimed the swing. Everyone enjoyed the last pep rally of the year. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to represent the Manchester Township Student Government Board at this meeting. I'm truly honored to be here with all of you and have the opportunity to fill everyone in.
Great, thank you. And now what the moment everyone is here for is Mrs. Pedrosa's student presentation.
We're having some fun in that back room. Great. So welcome everybody, and this is my honor and my privilege to be able to recognize all the wonderfully talented and remarkable students we have here in Manchester. We're going to start with this beautiful face. Hold on. There's a lot of beautiful faces here, but we're going the wrong direction. She is kind, she's respectful, and always willing to lend a helping hand. She's also a little shy. As a great friend, she makes everyone feel included and supported. Her polite and thoughtful attitude helps create a welcoming and positive environment for everyone around her. Can we give her a nice round of applause? Can you look at everybody and give them a nice smile for me? Congratulations. She's sweet and humble. She's humble too. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. We're going to continue. Our students are not only cute, but they're handsome too. Look at, where's Matthew from Ridgeway School? I know, we have a lot of students here that we have, but we started when we were like 18, right, Ms. T-Pulse? We started, we were very young. We were very, very young. We started young.
With my students.
So Matthew, we are just so impressed by you. He exhibits constant initiative and responsibility. He actively contributes to the school community. His progress academically this year reflects notable diligence and determination, and we love good work ethic, and that's what you're all about, Matthew. As the leader of the daily afternoon announcements, he displays confidence, professionalism, it sounds like a resume, and a strong sense of school pride. You're hired. Do you want to be at the high school with us? Looking for a principal. Matthew's courteous demeanor, willingness to assist others, and his exemplary leadership serve as a model for his peers. So congratulations. Ms. Atkinson, I'm sorry. She would like a picture as well, so let's look back there too. Did you get it? Yeah. I thought he was looking at Ms. Legacy. Go ahead, nice big smile, okay? Okay. Awesome. My pleasure, my pleasure. You're very welcome. Congratulations, Matthew. You give him another round of applause. Yeah, and look at this, lighting school. Did you principals just choose all the cutest? And really? So is Avery here? Hi, Avery. Avery's a thoughtful presence in the classroom, often anticipating needs before they arise. She notices the small details others miss, like a classmate searching for a misplaced handout or for someone looking lost during a transition between lessons. Without being asked, she'll lean over to point out the right page and quietly slide a spare pencil toward a peer in need. She knows the classroom routines by heart and serves as a subtle guide for anyone who stumbles, stepping in with a gentle reminder or a helping hand that keeps the day running smoothly for everyone. Thank you so much, Avery. We're so proud of you. We'll continue now. Oh, I love this smile. Is Charlotte here from Regional Day School? Okay. This is my girl. Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. And her teachers are here. And Mrs. McCallis is here. And all of her support is here. And is she cute or what? We started with one and we just keep going. So we are so proud of Charlotte for so many reasons. She has made significant progress this year in both completing work tasks and strengthening her communication skills. As you can hear her, she consistently perseveres and works diligently to complete her school-related tasks. She's actively tracing letters, she's writing her name, and appropriately requests sensory breaks when needed. Throughout the school day, she's growing confident and engaging, and we are super proud of you, Charlotte. We're so proud of you. principal at Ridgeway, Thomas was there. And then we all know that my sport is soccer, but Thomas's sport, and I asked Mr. Lorenzen if he wouldn't come to the baseball game for the Blue Claws, so Thomas came and he helped me throw out the first pitch. And did we get it? You did it, right? Because I just supported him and he got it right over. You know I wouldn't have done that, right, Thomas? Good answer. Look at this. Save his time too. So we're so proud of you, but he's an 8th grade student who really is exemplary in leadership. He has a very strong commitment to service through his work on the Impact Club, and we appreciate that. His contributions so far this year have included participating in the Candygram sale, helping to prepare for the Thanksgiving food drive, assisting at the Children's Memorial Garden, and he regularly attends the Rotary Breakfast. Overall, Thomas, you are just an incredible young man, and you are an integral part of our school community, so congratulations. Did you get it? Okay. Thank you, Thomas. Congratulations. Okay.
She's at the wrestling thing.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going at middle school.
Okay, Mr. George, you said it. We got it, don't you worry. Okay, so we're going to talk about our March athletes from the middle school, and I believe I saw Madden here, no? Okay, and Allison. Hi, Allison. We're very proud of Madden and Allison, who represent the middle school as our student athletes for the month of March. They are both great representations of what it means to be a student athlete. They're 8th grade leaders on our baseball and our soccer, track, and field teams, respectively. And they work just as hard, which is so important in the classroom as they do in the athletic arena. And they are excellent examples of what it means to be a younger student athlete. So thank you to both of you and congratulations. Our next student unfortunately couldn't be here this evening. Tyler Perlman is an outstanding young man, but it's my understanding that they have a wrestling banquet tonight. So we will actually represent him and recognize him next month. Is that okay? All right. So we'll save his award and we'll give it to him next month. Thank you so much, George. Okay, and we're going to speak about our next two athletes. I believe I saw Ashley and Justin. So Ashley is a freshman and a first-year varsity letter winner for our swim team. She played an important role this season and was named 3rd team All-County in the 200 IM. She also qualified in the 500 freestyle for the SCT, which is the Shore Conference Tournament. Is that correct? So that's fantastic. Congratulations. And Justin, I mean, if you haven't been to one of this kid's basketball games, he is just amazing. He's a sophomore who has established himself as the heartbeat of the boys basketball team. He leads by example with relentless toughness, which led him to be named 2nd team All-Division. Congratulations, Justin. Set the standard in helping guide the Hawks to a promising and bright future. Congratulations to David. I do also want to say that they are not only exemplary athletes, but they are just so smart and they are great academically as well. And that's what sets those two apart. So congratulations and thank you to both of you. And so, I leave you with, and I hope, March winds and April showers may bring forth May flowers. I'm thinking it's going to happen. What do you think? Yes? This weather doesn't feel like it, but certainly it was nice to have the sun out today, and it's nice having all of you here this evening. Thank you so much for your partnership with us, with your children. Thank you for being part of our school community. And I know some of you want to go home, get the kids home. We understand that. So now would be the time if you wanted to take the children home, okay? Unless you want to stay for the budget presentation.
Okay, next we're gonna have the report of the business administrator.
All right, so just one item tonight, and unfortunately it's a little long, because we're discussing the tentative 26-27 budget. So we have the budget on the agenda tonight for approval to submit to the county office. The budget is at statutory cap. The budget submitted to me back in December was 5.7 million over our budget cap. It's probably one of the largest overages I've seen since I've been here 18 years. The projected health benefit increase contributed to about 3.8 million of that, which is problematic. And this is something that we've been talking about. Health benefits increase this year for the district over 30%. There's another projected increase next year of 30% plus. So 3.8 of that 5.7 million is just one line item in our budget, and that's our health benefits. To get to our cap, the district cut $2.4 million out of the budget, a bulk of that being staff, and about $1 million of that being cut out of district operations across the board. The balance of that cut to get to our cap was a health benefit waiver, which we are going to use this year. Without taking that waiver, making an additional $3.8 million in cuts out of this budget would be devastating. So this budget programs, after-school clubs, sports all remain intact. Student transportation remains intact. Now we will continue to evaluate those things and see where we could make some changes, potentially cut some things down. But for now, everything, all programs, services are all intact. The budget is going to cut 13 to 15 positions. We are doing the majority of this through attrition, and that means people that have either retired already or are retiring at the end of the year. We are going to absorb those positions. I think right now we're up to about 8 or 9 of those are through attrition, so we are still working through the remaining 4 or so to see where we can do that. We are looking at schedules, we are looking at enrollments, all kinds of things to see where we can find the remaining 3 or 4 positions. State aid. The district did receive an increase in state aid this year, but with a catch. So this year, the state aid funding formula calculated that our school district should receive $1.9 million in additional state aid. But because there were caps put in place, 6% caps on increases and 3% caps on students, on school districts that saw decreases, of the 1.9 million, all we received was 380,000. And if you were here last year the district was supposed to receive almost 1.8 million in state aid, and we received 360,000. So over the last 2 years, the district should have received an additional $3 million in state aid that we did not get. So look, while I was glad that we got an increase, obviously, there's a big discrepancy on what we should have got, what the formula says we should have gotten, what we actually got. So obviously that creates part of the problem. That would have significantly closed the budget gap that we had, but that's what we got, so that's what we got. The district is adding another section of preschool next year, so that will be we'll have 17 preschool classrooms next year. This budget includes funding for 32 charter school students, which is about $640,000 of our budget. Now again, if you remember over the last couple of years, we never had a charter school kid in Manchester. And as the neighborhoods are changing, we now have kids that are living in town that go to charter schools outside of Manchester. We are responsible for that. Our district aid in lieu. Aid in lieu is essentially a payment that the district makes to families with students that go to private schools within a 20-mile radius. We do have a lot of those families now. Again, something similar, 7 years ago, we were paying about $39,000. We are now projected to be paying $1.4 million next year. So there's funding in the budget for that. This budget supports 50 out-of-district placements. So these are students that are attending private schools for the disabled. Budget supports, we have 50 of those that we're estimating for next year at a cost of $4.8 million. This budget supports the addition of a 4th day of extended school year. Last year we were in a 3-day program, but we're moving back to a 4-day program in most areas, so we needed additional funding to add that 4th day. We are budgeting federal grants at 85% of what we got this year, which is what they're telling us to do. Now, that has not happened yet. We have not seen decreases in our federal grant funding overall. We've seen decreases in certain pockets here and there, but overall, we have not seen that. But we are still told to budget that, and they make us do it. Hopefully, that's not the case, and our federal funding comes in at least at current year levels or a little bit higher. Again, biggest pieces, the biggest cost driver in this budget is our health benefits. We are projecting we are projecting in our budget a 30% increase in health benefits, which is it's astronomical. This is not unique to Manchester. This is happening all across the state, whether you're in the state plan or whether you're in private sector. The private sector increases seem to be a little bit less, but they're not significantly less. I'm hearing things of 20, 25% private sector. So this is just a general problem across the board. But because the state health plan runs on a calendar year and our budget runs on a fiscal year, this is a challenge for us, because if they're telling us to budget 30%, we don't know what the renewal is going to be until August or September of the next budget cycle. So if we said, no, it's never going to be 30%, we're going to budget 15%, and that number comes into 30, we have a problem. So we have to budget what our brokers think this is going to be based on the information they have at the time. Liability insurance, is another one. This is workers' comp. This is the insurance that we have throughout, all of our liability, auto, all that stuff. Projected 17 to 25% increase. Electricity, natural gas. I'm sure you guys are all getting your bills for your homes. We've seen 20, 25% increases here, and we are running 6 buildings with 500,000 square feet that we're heating, lighting, cooling. So that has a significant impact on our budget. And then the last 2 items, and these are things that we're pulling out of our capital reserve. First one is a project to upgrade our school and bus radio system. The police are changing over to a new communication system. So when they do the final cutover, our radios will no longer communicate with the police department. So in an effort to obviously be able to continue to do that, the police have gone out and they've secured some grant funding to support part of this project, and the district will pick up the balance of this funding through our capital reserve. So that is one project that is built into the budget. And then the second one is installing 2 bathrooms in 2 rooms in Ridgeway that will be kindergarten rooms, I believe, this next school year. And that's just kind of an overview of where we're at. Our public hearing will be at our April board meeting, which is April 29th, I believe, where we will do we'll get a little more in depth. You will hear a lot of this information again, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of the highlights or the lowlights, however you want to look at it. But I will say I want to thank everybody throughout this budget process, because again, I get it when I'm coming to you and I'm saying, look, we've got to find more ways to do less with more, and it's a challenge. Everybody is, over the years, we were one of those districts that we were an S2 district, so we were losing state aid. Again, we are seeing a lot of transition in town, which is deferring costs and moving costs around in our budget. We've always done an excellent job. We've always stepped up and did the things that we needed to do to try to keep what we can, make sure we are providing the instruction we need to provide. We're providing the resources we need to provide for our staff and our students. We're keeping our buildings in good shape. So I want to thank everybody. I know it's not easy, and I know you get tired of hearing me say this year is going to be the worst year. Every year seems to be worse than the year before. This is by far the worst year budget-wise, and how much of a budget gap that we had to close since I've been here, since probably 2010, 2011. So I want to thank you, and I want to thank the board. If you guys have any questions, obviously we can answer them. Between now and the public hearing, if there are any changes, we can do that before we adopt the final budget. If any changes are made, I will report those at the public hearing. That's my report.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have public comments on agenda items only? Okay, are there any board member reports? Okay. Any old business or correspondence?
No old business, no correspondence.
Okay. Then we'll move to the action portion of the meeting. So I'm going to say letter A, number 1. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion?
Yes. Mr. Guzman.
Yes.
Ms. Atkinson.
Yes.
Mr. Merkin.
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher.
Yes.
And Mrs. Winkler.
Yes. Okay, we're still on letter A, but we're doing numbers 2 and 3, and B through H, which you have to
So,
add.
yes, I will be adding a letter H, and letter H will be the following: resolution to uphold the decision made on HIB RES-9 as affirmed. So that will be letter H.
Okay. Can I get a motion?
Approve what?
The HIB release.
Oh, that's 2 and 3.
No,
No, the one that we did.
the one that we just,
Oh, the H.
the one appeal we just heard, yes.
You had to read it in.
Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion? Okay, can we get a roll call?
Mr. Guzman.
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Belcher.
Yes.
Mr. Merkin.
I separated.
That's everything?
Yeah.
All right, for F, I'm just saying no.
Okay.
You're abstaining on that, right?
I said no.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, he's a no on that.
all right.
And you're a yes to everything else? Okay. Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
And Mrs. Winkler?
Yes. Okay, section 2, administrative. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Guzman?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Beltran?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes. Okay, personnel numbers 1 through 34. Can I get a motion?
Second.
Any discussion?
Who was the second?
Can we get a roll call?
Mr. Guzman?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Beltran?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes. Student personnel numbers 1 and 2. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Can we get a roll call?
Mrs. Servant? Oh, sorry. Mr. Guzman?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Beltran?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes. Special services number 1. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Any discussion? Okay, can we get a roll call?
Mr. Guzman?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Beltran?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes. Athletics, just number 1. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Can we get a roll call?
Mr. Guzman?
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Beltran?
Yes.
Mr. Merkin?
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
Mrs. Winkler?
Yes. Section 3, finance numbers 1 through 5. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Can we get a roll call?
Mr. Guzman.
Yes.
Mrs. Atkinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Beltran.
Yes.
Mr. Merkin.
Yes.
Mr. Kelleher.
Yes.
Mrs. Wick.
Yes. At this time, we can open up for public comment if anybody has any public comment. Dan, are you coming to the microphone? Okay. Just checking.
Madam President, sorry. Put some respect back here.
Or do I have to read the statement?
Aye. Oh. You have to read?
Yeah, read the statement.
Yeah, sorry, I have to read the statement. We finally have someone coming. The floor is now open to members of the public. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues. The board requests that each statement be made by a participant is limited to 3 minutes, as cited in policy number 0167. There is a sign-in sheet located on the podium, but we know who you are, Mr. Staples.
Hi, Dan Staples, MTEA president, and I want to talk about something really, really important, Dolphin Fest. Last weekend came out with the family. My daughter is a graduate of Ridgeway School and a former Dolphin. My wife was out there, Heather Staples, she oversees the NHS kids, and they were out there volunteering as well. And all the Ridgeway staff that were out there volunteering, I know all the admin were there helping out. We kind of became the unofficial help desk, just walking around. The empanadas, whoever made them, you need to hire them because the empanadas were amazing. And one of the things that I was really floored by, it was nice weather, so the lot was completely full. And then there was another community event going on in town. I think there was like an Easter Bunny thing up the street. So to think that we live in a town where we have all these events for families on a weekend, the weather was absolutely perfect, the food was great, and all the donations from the people, I don't know how many there were. I know the MTEA donated a couple of bicycles, but then I got there, I thought we were the show, and then I saw like 100 other baskets that everybody was putting in for. They had such a good time, all the families, and I mean, I've been to it before, but I have to say this might have been the best year ever. So I just want to commend all the staff, administration, the volunteers, everybody that gave all the planning to make that happen, and then volunteered on a beautiful Saturday to make it come together. So thank you for that, and I just wanted to make sure the board recognizes that.
Were there hermit crabs this year?
Lots of them.
Yes.
And I think the kids took all the leftovers.
Ours just died. That's how they live forever.
And goldfish.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Okay.
Okay, at this time, hard to make a motion to adjourn the meeting? Okay, all in favor?